If you don't... I'm ill and my stupid brother took the flipping strepsils to school and didn't leave any for me. Thank you very much, Sam. So, a bit of a different video for you lot today. If you don't like the Christmas videos, that's fine because this one is not Christmassy at all. Today I'm going to be talking you through how I passed my driving test. Haha! If you didn't know, I passed my driving test on the 3rd of November, so that was quite a while ago now because we're on the 29th and I just haven't got around to making this video yet. But if you are learning or thinking of learning or want to know some tips and tricks, then you're in the right place. Or not, as the case might be, but hopefully you are. I became 17 on the 4th of January. Yes, I'm nearly 18, oh my god. I started learning in February because my provisional licence took a while to come for some bizarre reason. They take like a month. They were meant to take 2 weeks, but mine took a month for some reason. I don't know why. Then I began learning to drive, and you had to drive the dual carriageway around places, and depending on where your test was taken, mine was taken in like a city, you had to do the test routes that were to do with that area, just so you knew it a bit better because you weren't told exactly where your test would be going, but people knew like kind of where to go. So yeah, I learned to drive with my dad because he owns his own driving school, so you know, it was free, so it was just nice. I wasn't going to pass that offer up basically because learning to drive seemed really expensive, and if my dad wasn't a driving instructor I'd still be saying I can't drive. So that was quite good, wasn't it? So the other thing that you had to do was pass your theory test, which is the thing that I mainly struggled with because I don't do well in tests. I flop them most of the time under pressure, and basically I just didn't understand many of the questions because I thought I'm taking a test to drive, and the theory test ended up being a lot of questions around the insides of the car. Like, am I becoming a mechanic or am I learning to drive? That's what it kind of felt like because it was asking me stuff in the bonnet and all these kind of things, and I was like, I don't even own a car yet, I don't know. But an app that I would recommend downloading is the DVLA theory test one. That was really good because it had a lot of the questions in the actual test that were on the practice ones. So it got you to like, you could learn all the topics that you needed to learn for the test, and I actually passed after I'd started using that app because I was using one online and it ended up being wrong. It was giving me all the old theory papers that weren't like the new ones. It wasn't DVLA and I was just a bit of an idiot really, and I ended up failing it twice and then passed on my 3rd attempt, but the second one I was 2 marks away, which pissed me off to the absolute limit. Yeah. So then you had to learn 4 manoeuvres to potentially get any one of 4 in your actual test. There was reverse around a corner, parallel park, reversing into a space, and a turn in the road, or a 3-point turn, depending on what you get. But I do understand that these are changing in the new December tests. They're not doing some of them anymore. They're doing different ones, I think. One to do with like coming out head-on traffic, really weird, and you could possibly get an emergency stop, so you had to practice that as well. I hated reversing around a corner. I was praying to every single moving living object that I would not get that in my test because I could do it all right, but I just wasn't confident in it, and it was just so awkward, and like there was so many areas where you could mess up on it, and so I was just like, please don't give me that one. Yeah, so it got to the night before my test and I was literally pooping my pants because I was so nervous of it. I really just wanted to pass because I didn't want to have to take the new December tests because it meant everything that I'd worked on through that whole sort of 8 months or something would have gone to waste because I would need to then learn different things for the new tests. So I was like, please let me pass. And then my test was at 2:42 the most awkward time you could possibly, you know, why not 2:45? So I got my driving examiner. He was a man, he was very nice, he was very friendly, and I was just like, okay. So you had to read like a number plate. That was easy because if I don't have troublesome eyes. So I read that out to him and we got in the car. I did the most juddery start ever as I pulled out because like I was just like I was like, oh my god, I'm driving without my dad in the car, and it's just like but yeah, I didn't actually stall, which was the main thing. However, you can, as long as you handle it correctly, then you'll still won't get like a major. So my test was actually pretty easy. Like I got one of the easiest routes that I could have gotten, and I got a turn in the road. Hallelujah. And it was fine. And I ended up with 3 minors and a pass. So yeah, I passed my driving test. Whoop whoop. And now I can't drive because I don't have a car. But I am driving my dad still every now and again for like Pass Plus stuff. And you know, hopefully a car will be on the horizon soon. But there you go. That is how my driving test went, how I prepared for it, and all the stuff in between, really. And if you are taking yours soon, good luck, don't panic, and it's not as scary as it seems. The people at the centres are actually alright, they're not like crazy. Follow my links down below and I'll see you next time. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye people. Goodbye. 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 Bye.